Alright, it's taken me a while, but I finally found a nice piece of antler with no, it looks like no pith in it, to make myself a antler indirect. And I got a nice piece of elm cut last year. I'm going to basically carve this out, set this in, and then wrap it with some string to hold it in place, probably leather, and then I'll have this spot to hit. It'll be my third hand. It's going to be a lot of slow carving. I'll be back with the second when I finish this up. And I could use a flint flake, but this is a little bit faster. And not sharper, but you know, it's pretty sharp. And I think more controlled for my purposes. This is good elm. Alright, I carved my channel. I'm going to put the bit in there, and I'm going to pine pitch glue it in. And then once the glue sets up, I'm going to carve some grooves so that I can sinew wrap and have the sinew down where I won't hit it, and it'll pull this in tight. And then it'll be ready to go. That'll be my Natural Tools Indirect. I don't think it'll work as like an Ishi stick. It's just going to be for indirect percussion. Alright, what I did is I put the pine pitch in there, and then I heated it real hot so it was liquidy, and then I pushed some wood shavings in the pine pitch glue so I could push it in and make sure that all the gaps are filled and it was sticking good. And now I'm going to take my file and file probably 3 grooves to where I can wrap sinew and let that dry and pull it down. And like I said, this will be Ishi. This would not be an Ishi stick because it won't be for pushing down. I'll be hitting just on this flat spot. That's all it is. It's indirect. Now here's a bundle of fine sinew I wrapped, reverse twist, and I'm going to use this on my my indirect tool, a good portion of it anyways. You can see it's really strong. Now the idea is I pine pitch these in, which pine pitch isn't the strongest glue, but it's good enough because I'm only going to be hitting right here. This is going to be there's going to be no pressure involved like to pop it up because the hit's going to be here. And you know, I put a good amount of surface area. I don't know if you could see it, but I burned the inside so that the glue could soak in and make sure that this was totally dry. And then what I'll do is I will take my reverse wrapped sinew and measure out some. We're gonna start back here so we can come over it can come over itself. We'll do a few wraps back. I'm gonna go around. This is how I measure and how much to use. I guess I could use the whole thing, but we'll go around several times here. And then this should be thin enough that I can come up over, come back, come back, and go around. 1, 2, 3, and probably that's going to be really solid. And we'll we'll just soak the whole thing. If it gets wet, it'll just come out. Now, what I'm going to soak it in is I have water with a little bit of, just a tiny amount of Knox unflavored gelatin. I'll probably just do the whole, use this whole roll. Maybe go over that top a couple times because it's, it's deep enough. Let me see if I can come back over it again. So we did over that one. Oh yeah, we can come over. Yep. Yeah, we'll be able to come over 3 times. Or 4. That won't be going anywhere. So I'm going to soak it in the water, and when I come back, I'll wrap it, and then I'll put some. You should use hide glue, but I want this to be weatherproof, so I'm going to use Titebond. That'll keep it out of the weather, and be right back. All right, there's my sinew in there, and what I'm waiting for is it all to change from like a tannish brown to white. That'll tell me that it's soaked up all the water it's going to, and when it shrinks, it'll pull everything tighter. All right, my cord's nice and soft. I'm gonna squeeze out the excess water and try and straighten it out here. I kind of messed up taking it out of that coil. There we go. You can see it's still strong even when it's wet, but it'll lay down a lot better. And we'll put it down, come over, bring it over itself a few times. And then we'll come up, pull a tight loop, tight. There we go. And then we'll come down here, wrap it out. Hey, now, where'd my string go? What I'm gonna do is a little thing fly fishermen call a whip finish. You take your loop and you fold this under. Fold that under, and you gotta have a big enough loop to go around. So fold that under, go around, go around, go around. Okay, we went over on ourselves 4 times. Let's see if we can get 5. I'm getting a little bit of a mess here. Can we stretch it for 5? Let's see. Doesn't look like it's going to go 5 times. And then we'll pull, get this all smoothed out. And hopefully it doesn't bunch up like it just did. And okay. Alright, I got a loop of string there, and we're going to go around 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll make it 5, and we'll go through this loop, and then grab this other end. We'll keep this kind of tight, and we'll pull. And we'll use that to pull our loop under. And we'll leave it like so in case we want to add some feathers or something to it. We'll leave a little bit there. You can't see. Sorry about that. But there we go. Now I just got to put some glue on there to keep it all copacetic. And when it dries, I'll have my Natural Tools Indirect stick. Thanks for watching. Alright, I went and did it. I made myself a Natural Tools Indirect percussion stick. It's not going to be an ishy stick, but it's antler bit, elm handle, real sinew cordage, pine pitch glue with sawdust binder, and this outside glue is tight bond too, just because like I don't have hide glue, and I wanted to make sure this thing was going to be weather resistant.